So quiz 3, classic one again here, just label the chiral centers. Again, looking for carbons that have 3 bonds to other carbons. So avoid the CH2s, avoid the sp2s, look for the rings coming together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not this one because these are 2 methyls, so those aren't different. So look where those things are together. It's a classic steroid. It's actually a cholesterol type molecule. So you can see the number of asymmetric centers there. EZ labeling, cut the pi bond in half. Carbon to carbon, that's a tie. This carbon's bonded to a carbon and an H. This carbon's bonded to a carbon and 2 H's, so carbon and carbon still. The carbon and carbon still tied. They go to the next one, so this one wins. And then sulfur versus phosphorus. Sulfur has a higher rank, higher atomic number, so that wins. So they're on the same side, so we call that Z. Next one, you need to do the rankings. Then you need to make it into an R. So make sure you can do those things. So green, lowest atomic number, F, highest atomic number. Between these two, carbon to carbon, that's a tie. Carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, tie. Hydrogen, 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 this is carbon bond to. This one's bonded to another carbon, 2 hydrogen, so this one wins. So white, so red, white, blue. That's an R version. I use my model to do that. Make sure you put the wedges and dashes. The wedge and the dash always need to be next to each other, so make sure you do that right. Whoops. On to the next part. Asking you for the reaction types, adding formal charges, adding lone pairs, all those good things. Got to be able to do the simple stuff right. First step is a proton transfer, because the lone pair here takes the H, breaks the carbon hydrogen chlorine bond, put the plus charge there, so proton transfer. Phosphorus, this adds in, you can see there, so it adds in. Phosphorus still is bonded to 2 hydrogens and that, so it has a plus charge. Cl minus, still floating around. Do another proton transfer, the nitrogen takes the H from the phosphorus, this just took this and put it over here. Proton transfer again, now the nitrogen has a plus charge. Electrons come down from the oxygen, kick the nitrogen out, make a pi bond, that's an elimination. Oxygen now has a plus charge. And then last step is the proton transfer, the hydrogen falls off. Again, notice where the electrons go, goes towards the oxygen. You could have the chlorine taking it if you wanted to, it doesn't matter, because this is an ionic bond, so that's fine either way if you did it. Biggest things, adding all your lone pairs and your formal charges and knowing how to do all these different things.